Hello students, welcome to the topic analysis of univariate data, and it is presented by Shantala Kulkarni, Department of Statistics, Gokte PU College of Commerce and Science. So as you all remember, we did the explanation part and the definition part and also the different formulas used for arithmetic mean, median, mode, geometric mean and harmonic mean. Now one by one we will be solving examples on each one of them. Like we'll be applying the direct method, the deviation method, the step deviation method. All these will be taken into consideration. So the first example we'll be solving here is calculate mean for the following data of height which is given in inches of a set of students by direct and shortcut methods. See, now here they have specified the direct and shortcut method. It is for practice. But you have the full freedom to use the formula of your choice in the examination. We will never ever specify or ask that saying that you have to use this method, that method. You have the full freedom to use the formula of your choice. Just to know how different formulas can be applied, but still the answer is going to remain same. That is what the main thing is. So here the data is ungrouped. Means it's just mere normal observations. Like if you observe 61, 62, 63, all these observations, they are just random observations. First, by direct method means you are straight away going to apply this formula. X bar is equal to summation x upon n. Now all of these x values, so you're going to total all of these values, that will come up to 885 divided by 14, and that is equal to 63.2 inches. Now let us see by shortcut method. What is this shortcut method? Now in this shortcut method, you have the freedom to take this a value as assumed mean. Means you can choose any value from this range, right from 61 to 64, whatever value you want, you can take that value. You have full freedom. So here in this particular case, they have taken a is equal to 60. Now a is equal to 60 means your u will be x minus a, that is 61 minus 60 is 1, 62 minus 60 will be 2, 63 minus 60 will be 3, 61 minus so on, you do the same thing for this. Then what do? You total this, summation u is equal to 45, you total all these values. Then you apply the formula x bar is equal to a plus summation u divided by n. So what is the a value you have taken as 60? You substitute here. 45, summation u is 45 and total divided by n. How many observations are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 till 14. 14 observation. First you simplify which is there in the bracket, that is 45 divided by 14, that is 3.2. And then you add, ultimately you get the answer, same answer 63.2 inches. This is how we solve by the shortcut method and direct method. You can practice and you have full freedom to do or apply any formula of your choice. We will see the next example. Now the second example is find mean for the following frequency distribution by direct and deviation method. Now first let me tell you all what this data is. It's a discrete data. If only x and f is given to you, no class interval, is a discrete data, but it's a grouped data. It's a grouped data. So we will see how do we write this. So we write the data in this particular form. X and f, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29, 31, f values are given. Now what is the formula for the direct method? X bar is equal to summation fx divided by n. So seeing the formula, we are going to make the column. We want fx, so fx is nothing but you are going to multiply f into x, that is 19 into 13 is 247, 21 into 15 is 315, 23 into 16 is 368, 25 into 18 is 450, 27 into 16 is 432, 29 into 15 is 435, 31 into 13 is 400, and the total is 2650. Now this total we are going to apply here. The total is 2650 divided by total frequency 106, that is nothing but 25. Now the same sum we will do by deviation method. We are going to do by deviation method. Now what is this deviation method is? Here also you have the freedom A you can take any value. Now see, this formula, this U is going to remain same. X are these observations. A is assumed mean. You take 19, 21, 23. A you have the freedom to take any value you want. In this particular example, we have taken A is equal to 19. You try by taking A some other different value. See, you will get the same answer itself. You can practice that way, actually. So 19 minus 19 is going to be 0. Then 21 minus 19 is going to be 2. 23 minus 19 is going to be 4. Then 25 minus 19 is going to be 6. 27 minus 19 is going to be 8. 29 minus 19 is going to be 10. And 31 minus 19 is going to be 12. This is your U value. Then you are going to multiply F into U. That is 13 into 0 is 0. 15 into 2 is 30. 16 into 4 is 64. 18 into 6 is 108. 16 into 8 is 128. 15 into 10 is 150. 13 into 12 is 156. Done? So, what is the formula here? The formula here is x bar is equal to A plus summation FU divided by N. The value of A is 19. Summation FU is 636 and total frequency is 106. Simplify this first. Then 19 plus 6 you get 25. So you can try by using the A value differently and solve the example. See, one we tried with the ungrouped data, then second we tried with the grouped data, under grouped data we tried the discrete form. Now next we are going to see by continuous data. Find the mean for the following frequency distribution by direct and step deviation methods. Now when the class intervals are given, we call it as continuous frequency distribution. What the class intervals are: 10 to 25, 25 to 40, 40 to 55, 55 to 70, 70 to 85, 85 to 100. And the students, that is nothing but F, 6, 50, 11, 26, 3 and 1. The first step we are going to apply is by the direct method. For direct method, it becomes very necessary for us to take the midpoints of the class intervals. If x is given, we already treat x as the midpoint. Now for this class interval, we are going to take the midpoint. How do we calculate the midpoint? We are going to add this 10 plus 25 divided by 2. This is nothing but 35 divided by 2 is 17.5, which is here 17.5. Similarly, we are going to do the same thing. See, it's given also here. Direct method for discrete as well as for continuous, the formula is going to remain same. And how do you find the mid value? That is lower limit plus the upper limit divided by 2. And when I apply the same thing, I am getting 17.5. Next, 25 plus 40 divided by 2. You get 32.5. Then next 40 plus 55 divided by 2, you get 47.5. Then next comes 62.5, then 77.5 and 92.5. Now what is the direct method formula? It is x bar is equal to summation fx upon n. So we are going to multiply f into x. So when you multiply f into x, you get this particular column here. 6 into 17.5, you get 105. Then 50 into 32.5, this is the value. 44 into 47.5, 2090. 26 into 62.5, 1625. 3 into 77.5 is 232.5. 1 into 92.5 is 92.5. You're going to do the total and the total is 5770. Once you do the total, you're going to apply x bar is equal to summation fx upon capital N. That is nothing but 5770 divided by 130 is equal to 44.385. So this is equal to 44.385. So this is by the direct method. Now let us see the deviation method, how we can apply the step deviation method. In this step deviation method, again you have the freedom to take from this x value, any value you can take it as a. Now in this particular example, they have taken a as 17.5. Now for practice sake, you can take 47.5, 62.5, 77.5. You can take any value of your choice and you can practice. Again the same step, u is equal to x minus a. X value, x minus 17.75, the first value is 0. Then 32.5 minus 17.5 is 15. 47.5 minus 17.5 is 30. Next is 45, 60, 75. Now next step, what is there for step deviation formula? U dash. U dash is nothing but x minus a divided by c. This c is nothing but the width of the class interval. What is the width of the class interval? 25 minus 10 is nothing but 15. So you start dividing. 0 divided by 15 is 0. Then 15 divided by 15 is 1. 30 divided by 15 is 2. 45 divided by 15 is 3. 60 divided by 15 is 4. 75 divided by 5 is 5. Now this u dash you are going to multiply with f. Then this last column is obtained here. Fu dash. 6 into 0, 50 into 1, 44 into 2, 26 into 3, 3 into 4, then 1 into 5. You total this, that is summation fu dash is 233. Then when you apply this formula, the step deviation formula here is x bar is equal to a plus summation fu dash divided by n into c. Why? Because the class intervals have come, that's why we are taking the width here. A you have taken it as 17.5, then the total you are writing here, total frequency is 130 into width of the class interval is 15. So you simplify this, multiply into 15, you get here 17.5 plus 26.8, that is 44.385. So this is a simple example. Suppose, for example, if you choose a of your choice, suppose you take 47.5, you get the negative values. Here you get the negative values. So it is your freedom to take, maybe in the next class I can solve the examples of that type if you want to. But you practice and see, commit mistakes but learn to do it. One more example we will see. Calculate mean for the following distribution. Now this is a class interval, this is an inclusive class interval. You know, if you observe, we have the inclusive class interval 15 to 19, 20 to 24, so on. This is an inclusive class interval. From this also we are taking only the midpoint. If you have to calculate arithmetic mean or geometric mean or harmonic mean, inclusive and exclusive is okay because we are only dealing with the midpoint. But when the lower limit and upper limit comes, that time we have to convert inclusive to exclusive class interval. So the class interval by direct method they have done shown here. The midpoint, first you are going to find the midpoint. 15 plus 19 is 17.5, next 22.5. All the mid values are found by adding these two divided by 2, adding these two divided by 2. Then you are going to multiply x into fx. These are the values. You are applying the direct formula, x bar is equal to summation fx upon n. That is 3390 divided by 19, that is nothing but 37.6. You can try this by shortcut method also. Okay. And then you can solve for practice. See, whatever sums are being given to you all, you can try this by step deviation method. And yeah, for continuous frequency distribution, you can use step deviation method because the width of the class interval is given to you all. So in today's class, you just saw the application to calculate arithmetic mean by different formulas. So practice sake, you can practice by taking different values of assumed mean and solve, and let me know if you all have doubts. For today's class it's done. Thank you students.